I'm Reece at your leisure on the highest point anywhere on the Great Salt Lake. And it's not only a great place to be, but getting here is half the fun. The Frary Peak trailhead is on the northeast side of the island, just off the Fielding Gar Ranch Road, the beginning of a 3.5-mile, fairly easy climb. Fred Svar, toting his art supplies, joined Marianne and me, and while we hike, Fred will paint. A new hip, you know. No sooner had we hit the trail than a bad omen appears ahead. The Tucker boys coming down, scratching.
A little buggy today, as you might be able to see. I can't tell.
Yeah, kind of.
Usually these things don't bother me, but today it's pretty intense. We probably only made it 20% of the way up to the top. It's just, I gotta call it. We try to be tough, but not this time.
We're better prepared with long sleeves and pants, head nets, and of course DEET. A slight breeze also helps keep the island's notorious no-see-ums away. While the 1st of May may bring out the bugs, it also brings out the wildflowers, making spring the best time for this hike. Fields of daisies line the middle miles of the trail as it climbs gradually up long open ridges.
But this is a beautiful, beautiful place, and it's as green as it's going to get. Wildflowers are gorgeous. Those yellow sunflower/daisies, whatever they are beautiful on the sides of the hills. And there's purple ones and white ones and pink ones. So.
And Indian paintbrush everywhere.
Indian paintbrush everywhere. It's beautiful.
The trail cuts through some of the oldest rocks on the planet. Some are 2.7 billion years old, older than the rocks at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. At 3 miles, the trail tops out at an antenna array. The peak now seems within easy reach, but the last half mile is anything but easy. After traversing across a steep side hill, the trail turns straight up. There are wooden boards which act as steps, but it's still a tough climb.
The last half mile was awful. According to the sign, it should have been 0.08, and it was a half mile, and there were times we were actually crawling up the hill.
The summit is just shy of 6,600 feet, a total elevation gain of 2,300 feet.
You made it.
Yes.
A familiar local resident emerges to welcome us to the top. From here, the island and Great Salt Lake stretch out in all directions.
You get up here, it's fantastic. The 360-degree view of this lake, and on a day like this when the water is so blue and you got blue sky, we've got just enough of a breeze that the bugs aren't bad. We were really concerned about the no-see-ums up here eating us alive, and we haven't had any problems at all.
It's the best view you'll ever get of a 360 panorama of this valley. It's amazing, of the Salt Lake and the mountains. So I'm glad we did it. Now I just hope we can get down.
There's no shade on this hike. Start early, carry water, and you know, midsummer may be a bit of a challenge. It took us 3 hours up and 2 down. Near the bottom, we run into Fred.
The views when you're not painting are amazing. The partridge, the snakes, love the snakes. And there's a few buffalo roaming around too, so this is a special place. It's a good place to paint.
Antelope Island has incredible history dating back to Kit Carson in 1845, the first ranch in 1848, and total acquisition by Utah State Parks in 1981. It's a wild and scenic treasure, less than an hour's drive from downtown Salt Lake, and this hike is one of its many highlights.
It's a great island, and to come to the top of it is even better.
Reece at your leisure on Frary Peak.
Hey guys, if you liked that video, you're going to want to watch all of our other AYL videos. You're going to want to like it, you're going to want to share it, and you're going to want to subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're going to want to do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you going to sell me out like that, Steven?
So you want to click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.